Welcome to Drill Bits. I'm Drill.
I'm CJ Banks.
How you doing, CJ?
Alright, mate, you? Alright.
Alright. Sweater. Just finished my match. Who have you been wrestling tonight?
Babyface Pitbull.
How did it go?
Right, yeah. Like most matches. Alright.
Was you wrestling for the Welsh belt?
Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
Why?
I tried my best. Just didn't win.
So, you call CJ Banks.
Yeah.
CJ Banks ain't your real name, is it? So how did you come up with CJ Banks? Well, the Juice CJ Banks. Why are you called Juice to CJ Banks?
When I first started with my best mate at the time, he's still my mate, Matt, but you know, we've drifted apart. We wanted to be a tag team, like, I don't know if you'll remember, there was a tag team Ring of Honor called Special K.
No. And
they're like little rich raver kids. And like, so I was 16 at the time, so I was definitely old enough to go out drinking.
Still, I think.
It was empty. Yeah, I wanted to do a similar thing, so I was a mark for at the time. It's like, we were going to be called WKD after the well-known alcoholic beverage, other beverage are available. So WKD was the name, and he wanted to be called Delirium. It's like delirium, but it was D-Lyrium. I was like, well, I need a name that like kind of matches up with it. So I thought, well, my first name's...
We'll not reveal that.
It's a mystery. My first name begins with a C. So I thought, what can go with that? So I thought, seduce, the word seduce. You were Dr. Drill, I was seduce. So I thought, C-juice. But obviously when it got written like that, you know what everyone thinks of. Why is it C-juice? Does it mean cum juice? No, it doesn't. So I had to explain it. And that's where C-juice come from. And then just from training, it got abbreviated to Juice. So my nickname became Juice, which it is now.
I was on steroids?
No, it's not to do with that. Fucking... What was it? Yeah, so then CJ Banks, because I was a babyface all the time, coming out dancing and that. And then I grew out of that. I don't like dancing anymore, I just sit in and drink now. So I thought, I need like a serious name if I'm going to be a heel. It can't be the Juice. It was for a bit, but I didn't like it. So it wasn't even me, apart from steroids, which is not what it means. So I thought, well, I'll put the C and the J together and be called CJ. And then I got the surname Banks from Lloyd Banks, because I liked listening to Lloyd Banks at the time. Still do now, but at the time, I had a proper add-on for him. But that's how I just nicked his surname. That's where CJ Banks came from.
Good luck. So how did you get into wrestling?
Just, I watched it since I was 5. Or do you say 5?
5.
You bet, 5. My first memory is seeing Giant Gonzalez on the telly, of all people.
You saw that fake muscle suit.
Yeah. And then from there, that was it. I started watching it. Then I was 15. Obviously I always wanted to, when you're a kid you always want to be a wrestler, but you never really think about it until something happens. Then when I was 15 in high school, I worked for this company used to film, you know when motor car companies are going to bring out a new car, before they bring them out they have like 4 different ideas. Is that what they call it, a focus group? So like they have these 4 cars, they bring people in off the street and ask them questions.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? So they find out which one's most popular.
That's certain thing.
Yeah. So I used to work for this film company, just filming these for like 12 hours straight. Fucking hell, Drew!
We're on Drill Bits!
That's all this is.
Go on, carry on.
I'm not talking to myself. So,
Locked door, pal.
Locked door, pal. So, yeah, I just stood behind the camera for 12 hours, but I went to like Germany and America doing it.
Cool.
And it was when I read the Hardy Boys book. I was on the way to Germany, it's like a 14-hour drive and 40 hours back obviously. So I got the Hardy Boys book to read. And it was after I read that I was like, I want to set up a ring in my back garden. Where can I get a load of tyres and wood? A nose pipe for ropes. Obviously, when I got home I couldn't be arsed finding tyres and wood and making a ring. And I didn't have a fucking big enough background to put it in. Then I just went online, googled wrestling school, I don't remember exactly what, it was school near Southport or something like that.
Right.
And GPW in Wigan came up.
Right.
So me and Matt Delirium jumped on a train every Sunday and Wednesday to Wigan.
It's in Manchester, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Manchester.
Did it used to be?
Yeah, it's in Wigan last time.
Never used to be called GPW, was it?
No, it was GPW, it was Garage Pro Wrestling.
I thought it was like Nitro.
Oh no, that's where like, originally there was MPWA, Nitro Pro Wrestling Alliance. Lee Butler, Joey Hayes, Damon Lee, and a few others that came to GPW went there.
Yeah.
And then Lee Butler span off GPW from them and took Joey, Damon and a few others. And it was Garage Pro Wrestling because the training was in just, you know, an industrial unit, it was just a ring. So it was called Garage Pro Wrestling, which sounds dead professional.
Doesn't it?
It was proper indie.
It's grand, doesn't it?
Oh, that's grand.
Posher.
Posher.
Yeah. Not much.
Nah, but yeah, now the school's in Manchester and the shows are still in. When I started, it was in the British Legion in, was it still in Hindley or Lee? I can't remember. But then that place got knocked down.
I think it used to be in Lee and then it moved to Winler,
Yeah.
from what I can remember being told.
And now it's at Monaco or the Rose Club. Monaco or the Rose Club as it's now called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who trained you then?
Originally, like Lee Butler was their trainer.
Yeah.
But like, obviously he knew a decent amount, but he hadn't been around like as much as everyone in wrestling tells you he's been around years. So obviously I learned a bit off him, but I don't really credit anyone to like my training, like one specific person, because like Lee Butler did it first, then he left after a tragic sledging accident. You know about that?
No.
Right. Lee Butler was the head trainer, but like thinking back, I think he was just full of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
The one thing I remember is he took money off people for insurance in case you got hurt in training. But I was injured at the time, so I wasn't going to training for a bit, so I never paid it. But everyone else paid it, but never got any insurance forms or anything like that. So he basically pocketed the money. There was some other shit, I can't remember. But in the end, the whole the class turned against him because they were seeing through him. And it just got to the point where no one respected him. And then one day he just posted on the GPW training forum, "Oh, I've stopped wrestling now because I went sledging the other day and broke my neck." And that's the last time I saw him or heard him.
Well, have you ever seen him since?
No.
No.
I think Joey might have ran into him at one point. Or came, saw him at a show. Then Johnny Brannigan Heresy took it over. And even then, like, we were just learning from, you know, the other people in the class. Like, that's when me, Danny, Joey became friends. Like Delirium, another lad called Chris Cage or Chris Echo. Yeah, so like we became pally, then we'd all go home, watch wrestling, come back to training on Sunday, try the shit that we'd seen, go back, do it again. We just kind of improved. And Mikey Whiplash took about 4 weeks, that's probably the most I've learned in 4 weeks. Like, but I wouldn't say he trained me, but that's the most I learned from a trainer in a wrestling school setting.
Cool. It's a long-winded answer.
Do you want information or something?
I do, yeah. So we like it on the drill bits.
I'd say you're getting your money's worth, but you're not paying me for this.
No, I'm not going to pay for this, so we're even.
Right.
So, what generation of wrestlers did you come up with then? Because you mentioned Joey and some other people.
Joey. In the training school was Joey Hayes, Danny Hope, Damon Lee, Delirium, but he doesn't wrestle anymore, so people who watch this might not even know. But yeah, he commentates and ring announces certain places. They were from our training school. But then lads from Sheffield like Chris Travis, El Ligero. I remember Spud wrestled on GPW, but I can't remember if he used to come to the training at the original garage place. I can't remember. There was other lads, Jack Hazard. There's a few others. But that's when I met Ligero and them, because they started before me, but then they used to come to GPW when it was the garage just to like train and use the ring. And that's when I met them and just doing shows with them. So that's it.
So you came up with that generation?
Yeah.
And they've done pretty alright for themselves. I've spoke to Danny.
From a British wrestling standpoint, yeah.
So I've always spoke to Danny, interviews all against, fucking watch it.
I've watched it.
Have you watched it? Yeah, whatever you would.
It's done,
I
only listened to see if he put me over.
He didn't.
Yeah. Personal ego and that.
Legal Danny. What was I saying then?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, so they've done pretty well for themselves. How do you think you fared compared to them at this moment in time? Do you think you're still up with their level? Do you think you've surpassed some of them or what?
Nah, I don't think I've surpassed it. Like, as long as you're still wrestling in Britain, you've not really surpassed anyone.
To be fair though, your generation has brought British wrestling back up, it's fair to say.
If you want to say it.
And the younger generation, even before you, have looked up to you.
It's nice to. I never say it like that, but I can understand why, because I think like when I started, I look up to that.
Yeah.
I never want to toot my own.
But you've kind of started, in my eyes, I feel you guys have started the movement of British wrestling. Because now, how long have you been wrestling for?
I started when I was 15, I'm 28 this time around, so we're nearly 13 years. Well, say rest, I started training nearly 13 years ago.
So would you consider yourself a veteran?
I was talking to Tony Knox on the car on the way about this actually. I've never seen myself as a veteran, only because, well, length of time doesn't determine how long, like how much of a veteran you are. It's like, you know, some people only have 8 matches a year, but they've been around for 10 years.
Yeah.
So those I've been doing this 10 years. Well, how many matches you had? 80. Well, I had that maybe double 3 times that last year. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
But it was. I still want to refer to myself as a veteran, but Dean Allmark put a video of me against one of his trainees online, and the caption he put was Justin Sane versus British wrestling veteran CJ Banks. I thought if Dean Allmark can call me a veteran, then like, it's a big compliment, so I guess you could say that.
Do you give advice to the young ones off your own bat, or do you wait till they ask you?
I wait till they ask me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be. I know. When I was younger, you know what you're like when you're younger, like,
yeah.
Especially sometimes you can have a bit of an edge to it, or get a bit cocky, or.
Yeah.
It's like I used to think if someone just pulled me over, depending who it was, if I'd never asked them for advice, then you didn't do this right. I'd be like, well, I didn't ask you, did I? But depending who it was. But I just think if people want to get better, like me judging it is, if they want to be better, they come up and say, can you watch my match? Or afterwards, did you watch my match? Have you got any advice for me? But a lot of time they come and say, did you watch my match? I'm like, well, you never asked me to. And like, you know the old thing, you should watch every match on the card, but you know it's not possible. Like some of the venues that you're in, you can't watch them anywhere unless you're stood in the crowd. So I wait for them to ask. I think that's a good barometer of how good someone wants to be. If they're going to say, did you watch my match or can you watch my match? And then ask for advice. But I don't want to be one of them guys, like, just or you. let me tell you what you did wrong. Yeah.
Cool. So where is wrestling taking you?
All over England, obviously, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Germany, France, Holland, China.
That's a whole different
That's
interview, that one.
I wish we had that documentary.
See some of it.
Yeah, that's not the art of it. It's like the fucking tent of it.
So, out of all the foreign countries you've been in, which one did you enjoy the most?
Business-wise, I didn't enjoy it, but like for the amount of fun I had was China. It's got to be China.
China.
I went out every night for 40 nights and drank for free. But then smashed the door of a nightclub which cost me £300.
So talking about drinking, some strange reason you started #LifeTrain.
Yeah.
How did that come about? And how did you come up with that?
Because I was probably drunk at the time. This is as good as I remember it coming up. It wasn't even me that coined the phrase. Like, me and Pete Dunne, who doesn't even drink, he's straight edge. But I drink all the time. All the time.
All the time?
No, not all the time. On a weekend, maybe not weekend. Because we were going out every night. There's me, Pete Dunne, and Kenny Boy, like lad from Hong Kong, who's like proper nice lad, took us out, translated all our food, but not didn't buy us food, but ordered it for us in Chinese and all that. We'd go out every night without fail. Even though Kenny didn't really drink, and Pete straight edge doesn't drink, could do anything. But they'd stay out with me till 8 in the morning. So I'm drinking till 8 in the morning. They stay out every night, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Whereas the others that go out on a night, the next day they're like, oh, I'm not going out tonight. Too tired. We go out, and then we're like, what are you doing? No, we're only here for, it was meant to be 2 months, so we're only here for 2 months, ended up being a month. Like you're in China, whenever time you're going to come to China, like live it, like life. And then it somehow just went, jump on the train. So the life train. And then he's just like that. And then fucking, he kind of became a bit big. He's died out now.
It has a bit.
I've kept drinking.
You even tried doing t-shirts, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to spend the money. So I was just resting at the time. But yeah, the live train's still going. It just don't get publicised as much because I can't go doing mad shit in England. I can't go smashing nightclubs.
You get arrested.
I nearly got arrested in China, but got away with it.
What's your favourite beer? Or alcohol beverage?
I switch. Like, since I watched this a bit of a martyr, since I watched Sons of Anarchy, I've like, well, they all drink Budweiser. I'll drink Budweiser.
Drink Budweiser.
Like, it's always Foster's. When I started drinking, it was like Stella, like the full, fat, strong Stella. And then, I don't know why I transitioned off that, probably too many blackouts. But Budweiser, then I used to be a vodka guy before I went to China. I never used to drink Jack Daniels, never. But John Skyler, who's been on NXT, fellow bruiserweight. Like, he's from South Carolina, in America obviously, so they all drink Jack Daniels. So we'd all chip in from, well, not all of us, like me, JD's what I'm drinking. Me, John Skyler, RJM, Zach some nights. We just chip in and drink. Because I ended up liking it. Sam drank it, RJM drank it, John Skyler drank it, Zach drank it, so I was like, oh, I'll drink it. And then since then I've got a bit of a thing for Jack Daniels after I've had a few beers.
Cool. So, let's get back onto wrestling then.
Do you have to?
Yeah. So what is your favourite venue you've wrestled in so far?
Favourite venue? I don't know. Like, do you mean as in the building?
Yeah, the building.
So I'm
Not promotion, but building.
No, like sometimes you get buildings aren't that great, but you get a great crowd in there. Like,
And what's your favourite crowd you've worked in front of?
there was,
Whatever.
and Danny mentioned this in his interview, the match that me and him had at Infinite when he beat me for the belt, that's the best atmosphere that I've had.
That was
Like, yeah. Like, I think because, I don't want to talk too much about the match, that'll be another question later on. But just because I was over as a heel, he was over as a babyface, and we just came together, did the title switch, and everyone was fucking mad for it. But then I did another show for Mega Slam not long ago in a place called Oswald Twizzle. It's like a small place near Blackburn. It's only about, say 200 in, but they were mad for it, like just mad. I wrestled Paul Malin in the last match, and he couldn't get in the ring for 10 minutes because the whole crowd surrounded the ring just shouting chicken at me. I swear to God, 10 minutes, he couldn't get in the ring because they surrounded the ring for 10 minutes. So that was...
Did the match go on?
Yeah, it went on. I can't remember how long we did, but most of it was chicken chow.
Someone sent me in a question.
Right.
I can't remember what they said properly, which I've not got my phone on me, but they said they went to see her at Blackpool Tower and they seen you as wrestling face for the first time.
Yeah.
Wow, did you enjoy wrestling his face?
Yeah, like it's different because I've done face at GPW, I've done face at Hope, House of Pain Evolution, but because those crowds are like Mega Slam's like the family audience, kids, mums and dads bring the kids, so it's family friendly and all that. Which all the indie shows here are, most of them are. But when you go to like an indie show or one where a lot of fans, I'm not going to say are smart to it, think they're smart to it.
Internet fans.
If you want to get into it, think they're smart. Like the whole cheesy babyface thing just doesn't work. So I play my same characters when I'm a heel, but I'm just a babyface. So I just don't abuse any of the crowd, but I still come out like kind of hard faced. Like just do what I do. Like what's the best way to explain it? I think when Austin was a babyface, when he was a heel, apart from when he did the comedy stuff with banjos and all that, he wrestled the same. He didn't change anything he did. Just wrestled. There was just something that happened in the story that transitioned him from a babyface to a heel. And that's all I tried to do. But then at Mega Slam, because it's all kids and that, I just come out and have a laugh.
So which do you prefer?
Play it babyface Slam.
Playing babyface or heel?
I don't know, 'cause I always, up until about 6 months ago, when I started doing babyface, because I've been heel since. I was babyface till I was 18 at GPW. turned heel at GPW. Then I've been a heel for like 8 years, more everywhere.
You've got one of those faces though. Can't say exactly what I want. Yeah!
So, and if I smile, it's not genuine. You can tell. Like, if I smile, it's got to be natural. Like, otherwise, you should. He's fake. He don't really like us. These kids, he don't like us. So I like being heel because you got more control of the match without going too much into the match. But I'm having a lot of fun now being a babyface on like the holiday camp shows and that. It's just something different, and I have a laugh, like, because there's no pressure. Are they going to like me? Are they going to like me? Especially when I come out with a belt, it's like, oh, he's got a belt, he must be good. Like, it's easy. I prefer being a heel, but I'm really enjoying being a babyface at the minute, and it might change, you know.
Alright, let's wrap this up. A few questions left. Let's make them short and sweet.
I'll try and give you a bit.
I know, but I won't be able to fit it all on YouTube otherwise.
Wow,
I'll have to edit it. Oh, yeah, that 25 minutes.
Yeah?
We're late. 21 minutes, a few minutes. So last couple of questions. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Big ones. What's your favourite match you've ever been in?
2. Me against Danny Hope at Infinite, when he beat me for the belt, because of what I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
And me against WWE's Finn Balor. And that reason is because he was the New Japan Junior Heavyweight Champion, and that's all, like, where I want to be, what I want to do. So he was like, I've proved to myself that I can hang at that level, and then like, he said nice things about me afterwards, and that's it.
That reminds me of another question to ask.
Yeah.
So you wrestled Finn Balor, whatever his fucking name is, and Apollo Crews, on your Nation.
Yeah.
They're in the main roster Raw.
Yeah.
Why ain't you there?
Someone's not doing the job right.
It's supposed to be pound for pound. Best wrestler in Britain.
Oh, yeah.
You're not even on WWE? Are you too short or something?
I don't know, I'm not going into that.
Bastards.
Obviously, the people that hide the talent there aren't doing a good job.
Never mind.
I don't think you should.
That's wrong with the talent.
You don't think you should put what I just said on.
Huh?
Nothing.
I'll be watching back now. Greatest match I've ever seen?
I've seen, well, that's a discussion the other day, Shawn Michaels Bret Hart in my match. Anyone says that match is boring, it's full of shit. Because it's not. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, the first one at WrestleMania. I'm rubbish with dates, whatever WrestleMania said.
Yeah,
you know
which
what.
Middle kill. Favourite wrestler of all time, dead or alive?
It's changed, right, when I was a kid it was Bret Hart. When I got into wrestling I studied Benoit, Malenko, Guerrero, them kind of guys. Now, Shawn Michaels.
It would be a dream match, dead or alive?
No, I never actually thought of it. Rey Mysterio, because I think the styles are going.
I've seen you as El Frogo.
El Bullfrog or something like that.
Bullfrog, it would be a dream tag team partner.
Dream tag team partner. I don't know, I've never thought about that. I can't answer, I don't know. There's so many answers.
He doesn't know. He's the first person who doesn't know.
I've never thought of him. I'm not a tag team wrestler, am I?
I know, but it's just that someone in your car.
I've wrestled with Pete Dunne a lot lately. Pete Dunne, you know, dream tag team partner.
You probably won't watch this anyway.
What? I'm in mate, I think.
You might do.
Pete? We friends?
Alright, last question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to anyone who's looking to start wrestling or has just started?
How was that?
You've got a minute.
So much, there's so much. One, only because Danny said it. Mouth shut, ears
I
open.
can edit it anyway, so...
One that gets said all the time, and I believe it to an extent, but I want to clarify it because I've been through it. Everyone says keep your mouth shut and your ears open, right, when you're young and learning that. Do it, but I did it when I started going to All Star. I was scared to talk to anyone, so I'd just sit in the car and listen. But then because I didn't talk to anyone, they thought I was arrogant. So it's right saying keep your mouth shut and your ears, but don't. I wasn't being arrogant, but a lot of older guys can see it's coming across that way. So try and talk to as many people as you can, just in a friendly manner. Take on board all advice from people that have been around longer than you and have actually done a bit. Car rides. If you're in a car with someone that's been around, done a decent, like just pick the brains as much as you can. Don't get caught up in the moves. The moves. It's about the story, not the moves.
Moves.
The moves. Obviously moves can help you get over and stuff, but it's about what story you're trying to tell and your character. And I found a good training school, but there's loads now.
It's too many.
Do you reckon? When I started, there was no one that was a reputable trainer.
Yeah, there's a lot of... There's decent schools and a lot of shit schools.
The only place I can think of that had done a bit at the time would be FWA when I started. But I didn't know any better. I just typed wrestling school near Southport, GPW came up. Fucking didn't know who the trainer was, just went. But there's nowhere else apart from FWA. Whereas now, you got Infinite, Danny takes training, I took it for a bit. You got NGW where Ligero is, Rampage Brown's got one up there. Pete Dunn does Attack. I'm going to forget some, but there's loads. There's reputable people that have wrestled loads of matches all over the country. Dean Allmark at the All-Star School, all over no matter where you live, there's someone. Which is why I think, I know you said before that likes of me, Ligero and them have brought wrestling up, but obviously these guys are taking the training, but it's the amount of training schools, the amount of reputable trainers now that can then teach people. There's more chance for people to become good. Got that in there.
Ruben. Anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to plug?
Is my Twitter handle CJ Banks 88? Yeah, at CJ Banks 88. That's Twitter. Plug Budweiser because it's my favourite beer right now. I think that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm not a big advertiser.
Alright. Well, that's it then.
That's it. That's it, mate.
I'm Drill.
I'm CJ Banks. C-Juice. WKD.
Catch you down the road.